Welcome to South Asia Maps. This is Education Channel and your presenter Dr. REddy. At South Asia Maps Education Channel, your presenter will bring his 4.5 decades of passion on Bharat Mata studies, Indology and human ecology. All the abstract ideas are presented in the iconographic form of maps, images, pictures. That is the uniqueness of this channel. మిత్రునాం వనక్కము స్వాగతము. We are continuing our historic GoalPara district series. It is in the Assam province. That is the historic GoalPara district or undivided GoalPara district or old GoalPara districts of colonial Assam. This is part 4. In this presentation, we'll be talking about the sub-districts. They're called Tehsils in Uttarapada and Taluks in Dakshinapada. Taluks and Tehsils are essentially the old taluks of partition time or pre-partition time and so on, and the current taluks. Remember, when you talk about these things, the geopolitical entities, that is the districts, provinces, states, they vary. Their boundaries are redrawn based upon the space and time additions and bifurcations and so on. If you keep that in mind, a broad idea, here we'll be talking about the old taluks, tehsils, new taluks and tehsils of British GoalPara district. And Mitrilara, all these presentations are a part of Historic Districts series. Here we have taken GoalPara district of Assam. This is the GoalPara district. We are in part 4, that is the old taluks, tehsils and new taluks and tehsils. Current day GoalPara district has 6 districts, that is the GoalPara residuary district, Dhubri, Salmara, that is South Salmara, Manakchar, and Kokrajhar, Bongaigaon and Chirang. Kokrajhar, Bongaigaon and Chirang are mostly in the Bodoland region or Bodoland region. And all these presentations, Mitranam, I posted at South Asia Maps REddy. There are around about more than 770 or so, 2025 Ugadi time in March, and I have put them around about 70 or so playlists. You can pick and choose your choice. That is regarding taluks and tehsils. And in the first presentations, we have mostly gone to the initial taluks. There are very less taluks here. The GoalPara I have posted there. You see, at that time I have shown only 3 districts. Now there are 7 districts, 6 districts. Previously, that residuary GoalPara, Dhubri, and Kokrajhar district, I mentioned those taluks. And now there are more. Remember, historically, when the British left partition time Radcliffe line, there used to be around about, we can say, 50 or so divisions. Each division, 4 or 5 districts, should be around about 250, 300 districts, ignoring Rajputana and Malwa, Madhya Bharat, those regions. And if you remember those 300 districts and remember 3 taluks in each district, you'll get 900 units. That means there are around about 900 or so districts both west of the Radcliffe line in Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, east of Radcliffe line, that is Rangapur, Dinajpur, and Bogra and Chittagong, Dhaka, those Sylhet, those regions. So that's after British conquest of Bharat, appointment of Rennell as a British geographer, and systemization of the political knowledge, geographical knowledge due to colonial conquest, organization of the modern districts. In this part, we'll go over these are the taluks, the new taluks or tehsils. I will stop here. These are the taluk. There are 6 districts here. You can stop here, and of the Chirang district, Bongaigaon, Kokrajhar, and Dhubri and GoalPara, South Salmara, that is the Manakchar region. And I will essentially take up the map, the old taluks, and go over the new taluks, how the old taluks and new taluks have been added. Yeah, these are the old taluks, tehsils, and addition of the new taluks and tehsils. Before that, you should be having a broader understanding that we talked before. That is the historic GoalPara district here, the Assam province, around about 1972, post East Bengal, that is the Mashriqi Pakistan liberation. Across the Bhagirathi Hooghly line, Radcliffe line, there used to be in the Assam region 6 or 7 districts. There is the GoalPara and Kamrupa, Darang and Lakhimpur, Naugang and Sibsagar, and south of Bareil region, that is the Kachar district, including the Karimganj area of the historic Sylhet district, Srihatta district, Sri Bhumi district in the Barak Valley. So now there are 6 districts here. That is the broader understanding. And Assam, if you take currently around about 78,000 square kilometers, give it 7 districts, divided by that, around about 10,000 will be the historical district broadly. I didn't add it up. So around about 10,000 square kilometers each district. That is the size of the Mediterranean country, a Maghreb country called Lebanon, across Madhyadhara Samudra, Mediterranean Ocean. These are the old Tehsils. I looked at it, and this is the map. At the time when this map was published, Oxford Atlas, there are only 3 districts: Kokrajhar and GoalPara and Dhubri. I have taken as a standard from that. Remember, always there can be certain additions, subtractions. So whatever we are talking about are just a broader idea. So I have put them there, and those are the only 3 districts you remember. So the residuary GoalPara here, Kokrajhar here, and Dhubri, and now there are 6 districts. We'll be talking over more of them. This is the GoalPara district, now mostly south of the Brahmaputra river. Previously in the GoalPara district is Dudnai and Lakhimpur region. The GoalPara is south of Jogigopa. So now in GoalPara, I have added Dudnai, Kishnai, and Matia, and Rangjuli and Kishnai also, this area. The few more taluks. Sometimes I might be adding certain other the landmark. They may not be exactly taluks, or so that's not important, so that audience will be more exposed to the name places. You should also keep that in mind, and you should not take this like a written in stone like Bhagavad Gita and strictly. It's not like this, a broader idea. So we talked about the GoalPara district. Now Lakhimpur, GoalPara, Dudnai is the river name, and Matia and Rangjuli. So historic, this Dhubri region, that is the trans district, means cis taluks, means this side of taluks, taking like Shillong or Dispur, Naugang as a main point, trans across the trans taluks, the boundary, the river cuts that Brahmaputra river. So Dhubri. Previously, Dhubri area, southern part, Mankachar and Dhubri, and Golagganj and that Golagganj and Tamuri Hat. I forget. I think Tamari Hat region. TM, the Dhubri, and I have not mentioned. Yeah, that's the region. Now it is a Agamoni. Is the way the great Guru Shankaradeva came to meet the Chilai Rai's brother Narayan Naranarayan. So that Agama means entry at that Sankosh river, that area. And Bilaspara, Dhubri there, and Golagganj and Gauripur. Now they have added Golagganj and Gauripur here. And South Salmara, that means south of mostly Brahmaputra river, the Sis region. Taluks are mostly Harsingbari and Manakchar, that region, and Salmara. So we have covered that Dubri and South Salmara, GoalPara region. And in the this is the Dwar region. This is the Bhutanese Hills Dwar. After Anglo-Bhutanese war during the time of John Lawrence, and that means post Canning, the Sepoy Mutiny happened 1857. This should be around about 1865 or so. Dwar wars fought, and the Treaty of Sanchula gave all this area called Dwar region and added to the Gwalpara district, which used to be the part of Rangpur district of Bengal region. So this is the Bodoland region. So Kokrajhar, now Kokrajhar, and Chirang, and Kokrajhar and Chinang Kokrajhar. So Kokrajhar and Gosai Gawan here, and Dotoma and Bagribari and Kokrajhar. I will show you the other map where you will have a much more clarity. I have put it here for you. And eastern part is the Chirang region, the borderland region. That is the close to the Manas Wildlife Sanctuary and all those areas, and Raimona, those national parks and those areas. Sidley and Bijni and Bengal and Manas Wildlife Sanctuary here. And Bongaigan district was formed from the Kokrajhar and Kokrajhar and Goalpara district, and is a major commercial center. We can say the Lower Assam's the commercial capital and railway junction, and one track railway goes to Rangia, Nalbari, Rangia, and eventually to Guwahati region. Other goes to now that goes to Abhayapuri, Jogigopa, Goalpara, and eventually to Dispur also, the major railway junction. And that is the Bongaigan and Baitamari and Chapar and Srijam Gram. Remember, I am not domicile of Assam. My pronunciation may be little different, and that you have to keep in mind. So we covered all those districts and areas, and so these are the six current districts. And yeah, this I will show you the current map so that you will get a clarity here. The modern, this is the TEHSIL map around about 2025 or so. And we have gone over all these things, Dubri. Now South Salmara is not shown here, so no district. And this is the Goalpara district and Bongaigon district and Chirang and Kokrajhar. And this is the Boroland area or Bodoland area. So Treaty of Andabu, after which the modern colonial Assam was constituted from the Burmese territory who occupied the Ahom's Raja's kingdom. And this is the historic Bengal and Assam region. This is the Goalpara region. The Manas River will be here. That's the eastern frontier of Goalpara, and Sankosh River, Gangadhar River or Gadadhar River is the western frontier. Bar Nadi is the eastern frontier of Kamrupa. That means between the Bar Nadi here and Manas River is the Kamrupa. Manas River and Shankos River is the Goalpara. Sankos sometimes is called Gangadhar, Gadadhar River. These are also distributed. The tributaries are the streams that join eventually the Sankosh River. So that is the broader area, and Purbi Bengal and East Bengal, Turp Bengal are Mashriki Bengal there. The broader the Assam history, the old kingdoms Kamrupa and Baraboyas, Chutiyas, and Sadia kingdom, Ahoms Rajas, and Treaty of Yandabu with Purandara Sinha's kingdom restored to Ahoms Raja and Swargadev, and Dwarswar and with Burmese, sorry, in the Bhutanese, and Treaty of Sinchula and partition and Radcliffe Line and Sylhet referendum and all those things. June 3rd plan. So all the new districts, the 2024 taluks here, the new 6 districts here, the old taluks here. I am showing this so that at one place you will have a access and look at them differences. I have not drawn the taluks lines. I do not want to bring the additional complexity to the audience. Showing them what is, that's not that important. As long as you remember that area and location, that will be sufficient for most of the purposes. So this is the historic Bengal region. The post-mutiny time, you see GoalPara and Kamrupa, Darang and Naugang, Lakipur and Sivsagar region and Kachar region, Sylhet region. So this is the partition time map, more or less more solidified, that form the basis of the modern Assam province post-partition and Sylhet referendum, and Sylhet and Sunamganj and Habiganj and Maulvi Bajar are given to Mumini conquistadors. Congress surrendered them even without putting a protest also. Karimganj region was added to Kachar, later called Kachar district. Now it has a Karimganj and Hailakandi and Kachar districts and so on. So this is where we can look at broadly. This is the Sankosh River, the western frontier, and this is the Manas River. Between these two is the GoalPara River. If you remember Manas National Sanctuary Park, this is the entire district. This is the Bar Nadi here near Guwahati, Kamrupa region. So this is the Kamrupa area. So this is the historic GoalPara district. You see GoalPara here, and Dubri and South Salmara, Hatsingmari, and we can see some of these things, Dotoma and Kokrajhar region, and Bilasipara and Chapar, and this is the Bongaigan region and Basugawan, and this is the from the Bongaigaon, that area, to Gelapu, the foothills of the Bhutanese mountains, Tarai and Babar region. The major railway roadway goes to Gelapu, the border with the Bhutan. So we can see some of the areas here. So Agoma here, and this is the Sankosh River. The undivided GoalPara districts and chief ministers of Assam, the Muhammad Sadullah and Gopinath Bardolai, and at that time they used to be called premiers. And Mirzumla invasion of Assam is a very important thing. Before that, Assam has practically no Mominis. Now it has nearly 40% of Mominis. That is a very serious concern. Scholars like Dr. Coenrad Elst of Voice of India says, even he plays a little bit down the partition, or he says after partition, major mistake was not trading of the population, even after giving 5 Subhas provinces, and still the people who fought for partition, they were retained in the land. And that's the major concern, that Congress leadership simply ignored or whitewashed 2-3 generations. The Bengali occupied Assam, Momini, Maimensingias flooded. Now there are 40% of Assam itself is the Momini people. How consequences in the coming years will be extremely very harsh and serious. So if you understand this, the GoalPara series, Assam series I have put in, you will get a broader, deeper understanding of the land. So in the next presentation, we'll talk about the part 5. See, we'll take this, the GoalPara district, we know around about 10,000 or so square kilometers size of Lebanon. What are the physiographic regions surrounding the GoalPara district? And that will give you a very broader, deeper understanding. Rather than the political units, we'll talk about the geographic or physiographic boundaries, physical nature of the land, terrain, and so on. That will be in the next part. That will be part, I think, 5. Yeah. And this about the fascinating old taluks, new taluks of GoalPara district, undivided British GoalPara district, historic GoalPara district, old GoalPara district. Thank you very much, Mitrulara, joining me today. And if you want to post any comments, suggestions, you are very welcome. And if you like these presentations, you can also bring it to the notice of your friends. That will bring this information front of many audience. That will be greatly appreciated. See you later in other presentations. Your presenter, Dr. Jogari Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps.